Welcome back, traders and investors. I'm your host, Johnny, and this is the Investing for Beginners community. Guys, we are doing a live recap right now as we speak on the market. Let us pull up some stocks here to just showcase that, guys, the market is selling off right now. So what are we going to be doing and how are we going to be going into next week? So let's go ahead and take a look at some of the future setups here for our video and let us get started. Let me send over a couple of links, make sure everyone joins us. All right. Thanks for coming in. Markets are selling off, guys. Look at SPY right now, about break even, but definitely selling off, right, on the 4-hour chart. And then we'll look at the Qs as well. Potential sell-off in order today. Definitely a big sell-off right now at the moment. So with that said, we're going to go over a few companies. We're going to see what we have going on over the weekend and potentially what's in store for Monday when Monday comes. So hope you guys enjoy and let us start reviewing some shares, some stocks. Just a second for a few people to join here. Bada boom, bada beam. All right. Yeah, so the markets are officially closed. Eastern time, it's 4:22. Local time, it's 2:22, where I am now currently. So we do have some selling off going on right now in the market. It was not anything that it's kind of what we expected. The market is a bit overbought right now in general, so that was expected to have a slight little pullback here now moving forward. So with that said, let us go ahead and take a look here. The triple Qs, as you can see, they have a upward trend going on, but they're about to hit the SMA line. As you can see here, they almost hit this SMA line. They broke above it or stayed above the SMA line, which is fantastic. But look at this, it just crashed through the EMA line like nobody's business. So this is a strong indication that it was selling off. Sorry for the distraction. There we go. All right. So with that said, there is an opportunity here to buy possibly Monday if it doesn't continue to sell off. If it could stay above this SMA line right here, then there is a potential for it to go up as high as 2 to 3.5% from where it previously was at. Now TQQ follows along with this very, very closely, okay? And as you can see, it didn't really do much today. Now it did have a nice little sell-off here, which put us in a nice little buy range. So if it can go up, then we are looking at roughly 10 to 11% return on your investment come on Monday. So we will see what happens there. Now SQQ, we were able to make some money on SQQ today. Now they are showing signs of being overbought, right? Overbought. They're about to hit their SMA line as well. Now they are crossed over the EMA line, and the SQQQ is the inverse of TQQQ. So when this goes down, TQQ will go up, and vice versa. So we will be playing on both of these come Monday. So guys, it does look like the market did have a nice little pullback. This is great, okay, because we haven't seen this since back in, it looks like January 5th. It got extremely close to it, and as you can see here, I drew this purple line that we no longer need. But it had a pullback just like it is now, about a 5% pullback, and it was able to go up its 4 or 5%, which was right there. Another pullback here, which gave us an opportunity on January 17th to make another 5% right there. So as you can see, it has been trailing above the SMA line for quite some time. Right here, it broke the EMA line and got very close. It got into some buy range area where we were able to make some profits last week. This says it was only about 3%, but on the TQQ, it's actually triple leverage, so we were actually able to make close to 8 to 10%. Weeks prior, there was a ticker symbol down over here too, where it went up almost 50. It went up 15% in one day. So that's what we're looking at here, guys. We're just waiting for confirmation that this isn't going to go and create lower lows, that this support line and the SMA line here are going to hold strong, and they're going to bounce off. The stock price will bounce off of the SMA and hopefully this support level. Now, if it doesn't and it breaks past the SMA line, then you can better believe that we're going to have a little bit more selling pressure coming into next week. Now, there is an earnings report for NVIDIA next week, so we're definitely going to want to keep a close eye on that. And basically, that is going to be on Monday. On Monday, they're going to be having a conference, and they're going to be discussing some new stuff. And as you can see, NVIDIA did have a slight pullback here, but not so much today as much as a pullback. Now, it is right along with its EMA line, but it's way above its SMA line, guys, okay? So with that said, NVIDIA can be seeing some upward momentum. There is some good news. And I also heard that NVIDIA is going to be acquiring Sound. Yes, that's right. Sound AI, or ticker symbol SOUN. Now, Sound has already seen a huge upward momentum spike because of some early access and early news. As you can see here, it went from $4 to $8, or 100% in less than one day. Also had a huge bull run starting right here on March 13th and went as high as 50% in a single day. So that's what we're going to be trying to play off of in these new this new Monday. I do have some positions holding on it right now, but you can see some upward momentum of at least 50 to 100% on Sound, giving good news that NVIDIA will be either buying some of Sound or purchasing the entire company as a whole. So that's pretty exciting news moving forward into Monday. So Sound AI, ticker symbol SOUN. And again, guys, this company has already tripled in just a matter of a month. It's up 500% in 30 days, and there is still an opportunity for it to go up even more. So don't you worry about having that FOMO, or fear of missing out, because this company is still going to be on fire. And guys, Sound right now is one of those companies that like Nancy Pelosi owns, and now NVIDIA is looking to acquire it as well. So that is pretty awesome. So let's look at the SPY real quick. As you can see, the SPY is actually has a strong upward trend, and as you can see here, every time it pulls back, it has a nice solid increase back up. There's a 3% run right there. This one right here recently was, I believe, about 3%. 2% right there in 2 days. So we can potentially see a nice run up, just like the ones that we're having here in the past, as long as it can stay at least slightly above that SMA line. It's okay if it dips below the EMA line slightly, and hopefully we can see that upward momentum right here of roughly 2%. Now that is the overall market. That is what we're looking at, but right now, Friday the 15th, it is showing some selling pressure, some sell-off pressure, and that can be due to some of the big competitors here. AMD actually did fantastic today compared to its other companies. AMD went up 5% today, and we missed it. We missed that opportunity because we were trading other companies today. So Tesla looks like it pretty much broke even today, went up and down, nothing crazy. Apple also had a nice little run up. It looks like it had a huge sell-off this morning. Huge sell-off, guys, like 2%. It sold off, and now it's trying to get back up to its previous high and back to that SMA line. So that's good there. That's good news. Now, Palantir. Look at these guys. They are up after hours. It looks like they sold off slightly, about 3%. And now after hours, they have just done nothing but push up. Look at that. They pushed all the way up and then all the way back down. So there was a quick 4 or 5% gain right there. But again, you have to be careful, right? Because it crashed right back down. Okay, what else are we looking at? We are looking at Mara. Now, Mara is starting to make its ascension back to the top with previous highs and lows. As you can see here, guys, it's already up 16% for the day, and it had a slight pullback, so it closed the day up roughly about 6% for the day. If you would have got the low pre-market and the high before close, that would have been a 16% profit on Mara. Yes, yes, yes. Right now, Mara is trading for a really reasonable price. This would be a good opportunity to buy. Now, there is a little doji star indicating that it's probably going to sell off again, and it has been staying within this zone all day long. As you can see here, it only increased, which is great. It passed the EMA line, which is exactly what we wanted to show upward momentum. Now, it does have quite a ways to go to get to that SMA line, but at the same time, this resistance was broken and it was a support. It broke back through the support, so now it becomes a resistance again. And we're just waiting to see what it does. Now, Mara may pull back to the EMA line. It may pull back to previously where it was, which is 12% pullback, okay? Or it could potentially bounce off of this and it can get to the SMA line, 10%. Or to a previous high at 25 of 32%, or $35, which is the 80% profit ROI. Now, if you want to learn more about Mara and my potential and me going a little bit more into detail about Mara, I just did a video today on Mara and its 80% potential return on your investment upside in the next 2 weeks, guys. 2 weeks is what I am thinking. Why? Because this company was 2 weeks ago up 50%. It actually lost 50% of its total company evaluation in just a matter of 2 weeks. So it is starting to go up. I am invested in this company and will be watching it go to the top, which is just fantastic. I love companies like this that showcase that we kind of wait for and we wait for and we wait for, and 2 weeks in the making, waiting for this company to bottom out so that we can get in and buy at the top. So pretty great. It's finally starting to happen. Now, it doesn't mean that it's going to be guaranteed to go up. It's going to probably do a lot of this and maybe a lot of that before it actually ends up going to the top. Now, that's okay. That's okay, because with that said, we can always average up. We can buy positions as it hits these red lines and they create higher highs and higher lows. These resistance levels will turn into support levels. So then we could then start averaging up and adding to our position as it starts ascending up. Now, that is a good thing. That's great news. And let's see, let's go over some other companies here. So we have Hood. Hood, man, Hood went up ridiculously over the last couple of days. It was at 16.27. It got up as high as 22% in less than 1 day, and then it had a huge sell-off of 13%. And then now today, as you can see, the low about 17.60 to a high of almost what is that, $19. That was a 9% return on your investment in a single day. And now, since it has come all the way back down, so we were able to ride this wave up to the top. It was great. We were able to make some good money with this company and actually call it out pre-market. So if you guys want to see me live trade in the mornings, pre-market and during market hours, I will be live Monday morning at 7 a.m. And we were able to call this out. Now, as soon as it broke this EMA line, I bought, and we were able to ride this up roughly about 2.5%. Now, I wasn't able to capture the entire thing. Obviously, it didn't look like many people were able to catch that unless they were trading after hours at 410, which would have actually been like 210, right? Yeah, because I am 2 hours ahead. All right, so then we have Rivian. Now look, Rivian did the exact same thing, guys. What is going on? Rivian, Hood, and Palantir, they all had this weird after hour run up where it just ran up so high, somebody sold, and it went all the way back down. Now that's kind of odd to see on all these companies all at the same time, right? Pretty sus, if you ask me. But that's the way the market is. We're not here to fix it, change it, or do anything with it except make some money off of it. So that's exactly what we're going to be doing. Now, Rivian, as you can see, it's been selling off for quite some time. It is below the EMA line and the SMA line, but this is a potential company that could have some great gains. It could be up 20% if it got to previous highs. So we're going to be keeping our eye on Rivian Automotives. Now, SoFi, what's going on with SoFi, guys? Well, SoFi is also slightly selling off right now. They are in a nice little buy range area for Monday's markets. So definitely keep an eye on this for the weekend. It has a huge potential return on investment, even just starting at its previous highs of 10% here, or getting up to its older highs back on March 1st, around $9. That would be 30% return on your investment. So we're looking at SoFi. Sound, we did go over Sound. They are showing a nice little trail up. JetBlue, now JetBlue is a company that I did add to my watch list for the simple fact that it is showing upward momentum, and a lot of upward momentum, as you can see here, guys. Okay, it's staying above the SMA line. It's right here on track with the EMA line. So hopefully that'll have a nice indication that you can pull back up about 8%, but it could also go down 10%. So right now we're just watching this company. We're not trading JetBlue, we're just watching it. Now, Lucid is one of those companies that I called out a couple of weeks ago. We were able to ride it from the $3 mark. From the $3 mark, where is it? Right here, from $3 up to this 310, and we were able to actually capture that about 24% return on our investment back then. Now it has since then crossed over, the EMA has crossed over the SMA, showing that it is a downward trend. But guys, Lucid Group isn't going anywhere. This is an electric car company. And as you can see, they're staying right within their buy zone range area. Now, they are showing some heavy signs of upward momentum, about 5% in one day, and potential to go up even more next week. Okay, it has the potential to go up another 25% to its previous areas of resistance at around $3.40. So there is a possibility that this company can also go up. Now, with that said, guys, that is my live market recap. It's a really short video, about 17 minutes. Now, if you want to watch me trade live Monday mornings at market open, I will be live around 6:37 a.m. my time, Eastern time. That's I think even later. It's like a 2-hour delay. So yeah, so definitely check those out. Check out some of my other videos. I did live trade this morning, so you can see me trading the SQQQ and the TQQQ. So if there's any other videos, or actually if there's any other stocks that you recommend that I look at and add to my watch list for March or for the year 2024, comment a ticker below and I will review that stock, add it to the watch list, and we could consistently do updates on that. So hope day afternoon. If you did, smash that like button and subscribe to the channel if you found value in this video. Thank you, and we will see you all Monday morning for that free live trading session.